Hi, I'm Rebecca Brand, and this is my Christmas drinks video. These are all my very favorite drinks I serve around my house during Christmas. Each of these videos has the full recipe. I make a classic eggnog by scratch. Don't worry about getting sick from this one. It's been around for generations. It's delicious. Next we have a classic hot chocolate made from things you have in your pantry to make a hot chocolate by scratch. It's fantastic, rich and thick, delicious. And the smell of a hot apple cider brewed up in your kitchen is beautiful during the holidays with that cinnamon and the apples. It makes the aromas just float through your house like a Christmas fairy might have come through your house with their own aromatherapy just for you and your family. And what about another hot chocolate made with peppermint? Yum. And let's say you have some leftover Halloween candy in your house. Let's make a candy hot chocolate. That's an easy way to fake it and get candy in the mix and use it up for a delicious hot chocolate. And just about every single one of these recipes goes very well with homemade whipped cream that you can make in your kitchen in about 2 minutes by hand, with just a whisk and a cold bowl and heavy whipped cream. And I'm going to prove it to you with the recipe I have here today. And the last recipe is for adults only. I do my martinis. These are the classic recipes for wet and dry, and certainly delicious for the after 5 o'clock crowd, if you know what I'm saying. I hope you enjoyed this show. I loved making all these recipes, so enjoy. I'm Rebecca Brand, and today we're going to make eggnog, a holiday favorite. The ingredients for this dish are eggs, granulated sugar, half and half, heavy whipping cream, some nutmeg, and I'm going to throw a little booze in there because I need to get some holiday cheer real fast. Here we go. The first step is separating the yolks from the whites on your egg. So you got to be really careful in this part to not getting any of the yolk in there because that protein's in it will keep it from frothing up. So with a real deliberate crack, then you peel it apart, go back and forth. There. Real deliberately again. There. Yolks there. Whites in one bowl. See, you know what? You got to be careful. So if you get to a point you think that other half of the shell is not going to hold what's in there, the yolk, you can use your hand as a sieve. That works really good. The next step is to whip up the yolks that get really light and frothy. So I'm using a blender today, but you can use a whisk in your own kitchen is fine. After 30 seconds in your blender, you're going to add 1/3 cup sugar to that and keep on blending. I want you to take a look at that. That's what you're looking for. It's really light in color and it looks like it has a lot of air in it. That's what you want. To that, we're going to add our half and half and our heavy cream. Heavy cream, cream. It's all good. Now I'm adding 1/2 teaspoon of our ground nutmeg. Okay, let's blend it. Now we're going to work on our egg whites and get them really frothy to add to that. So put them in your mixer and turn that on high. Check it out. That looks great. Fluff up your cream portion just one more time. Okay, and now you're going to do a magic trick, which is folding these egg whites into your cream mixture. So check this out. A little bit of that in. A little bit of this in. Oh, look, oh my gosh, look at that. It's like a meringue floating on the top. Oh, this is like a custard, but it's in little pieces. And so you're going to be drinking liquid custard today. Yummy. Oh, now that's just beautiful. Look at how thick that is. That's beautiful. When you fold it in though, you don't want to do too much because you want that luscious air in your drink. It makes it that much better. I'm going to dish it up into, hey, why not use a wine glass? That's my style. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Oh, that looks so beautiful. And you know what? At a party, how good is that going to look? Now, I trust my egg supply. If you don't trust yours, I wouldn't recommend this dish, but I've been doing it for years and years, have never gotten sick, so I'm happy with it. So I'm going to throw a little bit of nutmeg on top. Now, you can drink it plain, and kids, have at it. It's luscious, rich, and thick. But I'm going to put a little holiday cheer in mine. Okay, so I'm going to add a little spiced rum. You can add bourbon, whatever you like. But me and the pirate are hanging out tonight. Happy holidays, and let's keep cooking. Oh my gosh, he's one strong pirate. And today we're going to make a hot chocolate, homemade, that's going to last all day long. The ingredients for this drink are milk, chocolate chips, brown sugar, and that's all. To 2 cups very hot milk, I'm adding in 1/2 cup of chocolate chips. These are semi-sweet morsels in the grocery store, and that just means they've got a little bit of sugar to it. Because this milk is really hot from the microwave, it's already melting. Look at that. So you just stir that up. And then I add 1 tablespoon of brown sugar and keep stirring. My son Landon loves this in the morning, and he loves to take it to school with him. Time to shoot, aim, and fire. But I don't think my shot's going to be very good today. So I'm going to use a funnel. And we pour it in to our bottle. The bottle is 20 ounces, and this was 2 cups, which is 16. It's close enough. You can always add extra milk to top it off if you like. And you can give it a couple shakes during the day to make sure it's all stirred up for when you want to try it. And I want to try it right now. How's that for a homemade chocolate milk recipe? Today we're going to make a hot spiced apple cider. It's a cold day outside, and this is going to warm us up. The ingredients for this dish are brown sugar, cinnamon, nutmeg, ginger, allspice, cloves, apple juice or apple cider, and that's it. Let's heat up our apple cider. So I'm going to pour 2 quarts of this. You can double this recipe if you have a whole lot of friends coming over. Let's start heating that up. Now turn that stove on high and pour in your apple juice. I'm putting in 1/2 cup of brown sugar, and this is why. I know it's already sweetened. You need that brown sugar to carry your spices. Otherwise, like, have you ever had a teaspoon of cinnamon? It's gonna kill you. So 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon goes in here, and since you've added that extra sugar, it's gonna be okay. Then you do 1/4 teaspoon of all the other spices. Cinnamon is a spice that you usually have more of in a recipe than other spices. The ginger is quite spicy. So 1/4 teaspoon of that, 1/4 teaspoon of ground nutmeg. Now I use these dried ingredients. They are so much less expensive than buying the whole ingredients like whole cloves, whole nutmeg, whole cinnamon. This is a fraction of the price. And now 1/4 teaspoon of allspice. Now, if you don't have allspice, you can leave it out. Some of these spices just aren't critical. And now I'm adding 1/4 teaspoon cloves. Now, if you don't have that, leave it out too. I want you to be free when you're cooking. Now we're gonna mix that up. I want those spices to dissolve in this. I want to bring this up to a simmer, not a boil. So now I've turned this down to medium. So this is my trick for getting those really cute cinnamon sticks is I go to the restaurant supply stores, the warehouse stores, and they sell them like this, very inexpensive. And this is what I put in there. It looks so pretty. And the beautiful smell and aroma from the cinnamon comes into your broth, but not as much as when it's already ground. So this is kind of just for looks. So there's probably 6 servings of this, so I'll put 6 of these in there. Now look how pretty that is. That sugar is dissolved, those spices are in there. So that's up to a simmer now. Oh my gosh, look at that steam coming off. Oh, it smells so good. If only they had smell of YouTube. Maybe one day they will. It's ready, let's have some. You can leave this on your stove for hours. Just keep it on low. It's cold outside, so this is really going to warm me up. Let's try it. It's fantastic. That is the best spiced hot apple cider I've ever had and I've ever made. So make it for you and your friends. Enjoy your cold winter nights with your cup of hot apple cider. Cheers. I'm Rebecca Brown. Let's make peppermint hot chocolate. This is a really great holiday dish. It doesn't take any time at all, and it's super duper for a cold winter evening. The ingredients for the dish are semi-sweet chocolate chips, marshmallows, candy canes, heavy cream, milk, and that's it. It's super easy. I use mini candy canes for this drink, and you gotta break them up. This is the fun part. I take a rolling pin, and bam, 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 we go. Cooking is so fun. I have such a blast in the kitchen. I hope you like it too. When they're all good and crushed, you're going to put that magical peppermint powder in your pot. This acts as the sugar and the peppermint flavor for your hot chocolate. Bing, and in it goes. So turn on your stove on high. I'm a believer in high heat if I'm babysitting when I'm cooking. So I am pouring into this 1/2 cup of milk because what we want to do is we want to dissolve that sugar and that mint in those candy canes. Look at that pink color. That is absolutely beautiful. So pour in your milk and stir it around. And when the little red specks disappear, you know you got action, Jackson. Next, I want to add 1/3 cup of chocolate chips. And I don't care if you have an extra candy bar laying around. You can use that too. So add that in and keep on stirring. In goes those chocolates. We got a chocolate load delivered by Santa, I think. All right, now you can see it's starting to bunch up. And what that means is that chocolate is melting. You need to hang out with your pot for a while and make sure that you blend that really well. See on the bottom of that, I still got those chocolate morsels to go. It's gonna take a good 60 seconds for this to melt. 1 Mississippi and so forth. When you see some steam coming off, that means you're there. Look at that beautiful color. Now it's time to add our heavy whipping cream. Heavy cream, whipping cream, cream, anything of that genre is just fine for this dish. I'm putting in a full 1/2 cup. That's going to make it really rich. There we go. Ooh. Okay, in it goes. That is amazing. Look at how rich and beautiful that is. So with the whipping cream, you're just getting it just to a scalding hot, which that means not enough to rumble boil there. That's going to take only about 30 more seconds, and you're going to be in business. Now that's done, chum. Oh man, look at that. So pour it in carefully. Oh, this is a little puny cup. I'm going to have a little leftover to add later. Ah, I drizzle, drizzle, drabble, drool. Time for me to go to cleanup school. Messes will happen in the kitchen. That's just part of the fun. It's not a party until something spills in my world. While that's hot, we're gonna add our marshmallows. And then the crowning glory, our little candy cane. Isn't that cute? Now time to taste. Let's keep making great things in the kitchen. Happy holidays. And today we're gonna make hot chocolate made with leftover candy. You might have some leftover Halloween candy or anything else in the cupboards and you want to use it up. Having candy around to eat out of the packages, oh, I don't know, may not be as nutritious, or that midnight snack that could be a little bit better for you. So I figured out a way to eat it up quick that's super easy. This video is sponsored by Top Hatter. It's a really great shopping app. I'll show you that in a bit. The ingredients for this dish are candy. Any kind of candy with chocolate in it. Now you could use a Snickers bar, you could use a Milky Way. In fact, a Milky Way would be better than Snickers because I really don't like those little pieces of nuts in my hot chocolate. I like my hot chocolate velvety smooth. And I'm using 1.5 cups of milk. I'm using M&Ms today, and they're made so they don't melt in your hand, but they melt in your mouth. That's what they said all the time on the commercials when I was growing up. But I'll show you how to get them to melt fast. In case what you have around the house is a chocolate bar, use that. I'm gonna do both for demonstration purposes. So in your kitchen, find an object of destruction and beat it. Now you can tell that the little M&Ms might just flick off your board, so it's best if you leave them in the package. There you go. I will prove my point. See? They're all crushed. Oh my gosh, I broke the cutting board too. Accidents may happen when you're in the kitchen. This is my favorite cutting board. It's been in like millions and millions of my views. It's my little guitar cutting board. I'm gonna have to do a video on how to repair a cutting board. In any case, I have a little board in which to swish off the candy into the cup. And let's see what we did inside the chocolate bar. Oh, we did pretty good. I see crumbs. I'm going for crumbs. 2 teaspoons of chocolate is really all you need for 1 cup. And I'm gonna pour the cup to about 3/4 full. That's 8 ounces or 1 cup of milk. Oh, it's so pretty. We've made an art project with our chocolate milk today. I'm having a good time. And into the microwave for 1.5 minutes. And with your leftover cutting board, pour the remaining 1/2 cup of milk into a tall glass and froth it. And now that the microwave apparently is all finished, it's gonna go in there. And switch them up. That's gonna get 45 seconds. 4, 5, start. And you're gonna stir it up. I happen to have got this handy dandy milk frother on Top Hatter. And apparently, I need a new cutting board. And after 20 seconds, you're done, chum. And a little hot milk on top. And then I love to add the frothed milk for the very top of it. And I think I want a little more. I'm willing to give it another 20 seconds. Oh yeah, that is beautiful. And you can just pour the rest of the hot milk right in there. Ooh, and let's top it with some more of the crumbs. Oh yeah, time to try it. That's amazing. Hi, I'm Rebecca Brand, and today we're going to make homemade whipped cream with only a whisk and a bowl. The ingredients for this dish are heavy whipping cream, sugar, and vanilla extract. That's it. To get a head start in this recipe, I put a bowl in the freezer to get it super cold. This is going to be a 1 cup recipe, but you can double it for 2. So pour 1 cup of heavy whipping cream into that cold bowl. It's really important that you use heavy whipping cream to make this recipe. To that, put in 1 tablespoon of granulated sugar and 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract. So I set my phone to see how long it's going to take. Start whisking. I've got a recipe on my channel using a mixer. But I want to do it by hand, and sometimes it's just the fastest, easiest, and best cleanup. Way to go. So it's almost a minute, and that's what it looks like. Let's keep going. It's been 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Done. See those soft peaks? Soft peaks are how to tell if you're done. We have them. I got my workout today, but I got my reward too. I'm Rebecca Brand. Subscribe to my channel, and let's keep making great things in the kitchen, like homemade whipped cream. And today we're going to make martinis. The subject of martinis is a very big subject. You can have vodka martinis or gin martinis. You can have dry, extra dry, wet, or dirty martinis. I'm going to get to the finish line fast and show you what's in a martini and how to make them. The ingredients for martinis are an alcohol, gin or vodka, vermouth, and a little twist of lemon, or perhaps an olive to your liking. And you gotta have a shaker. Everybody needs a little shaker in their life. That's part of the fun. And fresh, clean ice. You don't want the taste of your freezer in your martini, so make sure it's really fresh. The size of your glass matters depending on how big your recipe is. Each of these martinis has a little bit of different quantity and final output. I have quite the collection of glasses. And you might enjoy a Twizzler. I have quite a collection over many decades. We're going to start with a classic dry martini. So you want to chill down your glass. To your fresh ice, add 1 shot of water. And swish it around. That's going to sit on deck to the next part. Add ice to your shaker glass to about 1/2 to 3/4 full. For a gin martini, I'm pouring in 5 parts of gin, which is 2½ ounces. There we go. And to that, I'm adding 1 part of vermouth, which is 1/2 an ounce. I like my martinis shaken, so I have a professional martini shaker. It's a Boston shaker. And shake that up. Shaking that up for 10 seconds won't dilute your drink. I see my glass is frosted now, so I'm dumping out that ice water. And I'm pouring in my martini into my martini glass. 2 olives and you're in business. Let's try it. That is so refreshing. The deal with the size of these recipes is you don't want the martini to get warm by the time you finish it. That's why they're in these small little glasses. Now we're going to make a dry martini. And what a dry martini is, it has the essence of vermouth. So I'm pouring a tiny bit of vermouth. I'm swishing it around in the glass to give the essence on it. 2 drops would have been enough. And dump it. This glass is a little smaller than the other glass because there's not going to be much vermouth in this. Fill our Boston shaker up with ice to 1/2 to 3/4 cup. Add 5 parts gin, which is 2½ ounces, and let's give it a shake. 10 seconds. I feel a shaken martini just has a little more coldness to a stirred martini. That's why I do it like that. Out goes the ice, and in goes that martini with our Hampton strainer. Boston Shaker sponsored this recipe. They make a super high quality, professional grade bartender kit, and it's so inexpensive. I enjoy a lemon twist in my martinis as well. So I'm just grabbing a peel. Hey, it knew where to go. I'm going to twist it about to get the essence of the lemon on that martini and into the fluid. Take a bath. Let's try it. That's extra dry. It tastes almost like pure gin to me, with a little bit of the citrus and a tiny bit of the vermouth. I'm grabbing my largest martini glass to make the wet martini, because the wet martini just has more vermouth in it. It's a bigger recipe. 3/4 shaker full of ice. So 5 parts of vodka goes into this one. And 2 parts vermouth. That's the difference between a classic and a wet. So put your steadfast and strong stainless steel on that and shake it. 10 seconds is up. That seal is the best. Hawthorne strainer. And into the glass it goes. Frosty, frosty glass. lemon essence, and a little wild monkey for fun. Okay, monkey, let's try it. Yum. Vermouth is just an aromatic wine, but it sure adds a lot of zing to a martini. Time to get dirty. We're gonna add olives to the bottom of our martini and muddle them, squish them up. And I'm adding 1/2 ounce of olive juice. The Iceman cometh 3/4 of the way, so it's really cold. And 5 parts vodka, which is 2.5 ounces. Vodka is made from wheat, rye, potatoes, sorghum, grains that have high sugar content. And put the lid on. Shake it up. Gin is made from barley, and that's just a little different. Gin also has different kinds of distilling, which includes juniper berries, so it has a very nice aromatic flavor to it. Let's get that martini in the glass. This dirty girl is getting a 4 martini mix-up. I really like a shaken martini, but you really need a strong seal, and that's why I like this Boston shaker. Click the link below and get your bartending set to make your martinis. Let's taste the dirty girl. Oh. Now, that's awesome. So whether you like the classic, the dry, the wet, or the dirty girl, made with gin or vodka, I hope you like this video. Comment and tell me what's your favorite kind of martini. Only if you're 21 and over. I hope these recipe ideas for beverages might give you some ideas of how to celebrate the holiday really simply and easily in your own kitchen and have the pride that you made them from scratch by yourself. So simple they all are, don't you think? You can write me at RebeccaBrand.com and give me some recipe ideas. It's so fun to make things in your own home for the holidays, so I hope you're enjoying this season. Or maybe spending a little more time inside. So I hope you're doing more in your kitchen. Subscribe to my channel and ring the bell to get notified of my next video. And I hope you're having a wonderful holiday season. It's so wonderful that I'm living this with you during this time. Bye now. If you like these Christmas recipes, I got more over here. I got a whole bunch of them on my channel. Right there.